Right, we're good. Hello, everyone. Come on in and say hello. We are going to have fun tonight. Welcome everybody in Libri Celebration. I have a special guest with me tonight. She's been with us for a while, actually, Tiffany Ringer. But we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to do a natural beauty makeover. So Tiffany is a lot like me back in the day. We've chatted about kind of our skincare routine, and it's very similar. It was kind of like kind of minimal as possible, and really not heavy on the makeup, right?
Yes.
But we want to do a little something, sometimes to like get that nice, summer glow maybe, or maybe we're going to do some special event, maybe there's a summer wedding we're going to, anything that, just maybe spruce us up a little bit, right? So when you come in and if you catch us live here, make sure you comment as we go along. We won't be able to answer the comments right away because we are actually in a Zoom chat right now to be able to come live to you, so we could be side by side as we do this makeup tutorial. But do comment in the comments and we will answer your questions as you interact with us. As you know, when you interact in the Libri Celebration, you always get entered in a drawing. So we have some really fun stuff to share with you tonight. And so we're going to get right to it. We had some questions about some of the sale items, and so we're going to demo some of those. But I thought it would just be really fun to just, when we were Tiffany and I were talking the other day, and we were just like, I was like, I wish I was with you in person. Tiffany's in Colorado, which is my home state for those of you that know me. And I now live in Kentucky, so we are on the other side of the country from each other right now. So what time is it over there right now? Is it 5:30?
Yes, 5:30.
Yeah. So for us East Coast people, it's 7:30 for her. If you're in the East Coast, maybe drop that in the comments. Which time zone are you coming in from tonight and watching us? We'd love to know how far reaching our Libri Celebration page is. But already our team, we are scattered from coast to coast. And so Tiffany's coming in from Colorado. I'm coming in from Kentucky. We welcome you to watch. So what we're going to share tonight is a natural look. I'm just going to show a basic, we're going to take what Tiffany has on hand and we're going to make it work for a nice little, just pick me up look, fresh look. Okay. So Tiffany, tell me a little bit. So you obviously with your skincare, I mean, your skin's looking fabulous. You've been using the skincare routine. We actually did a facial the other day talking about your skincare routine, and obviously it's working because your skin looks amazing. So tell us a little bit about your skincare journey before we get to makeup, because I feel like it's really, really important to make sure our palette is clean, are healthy before we move on to, putting a little paint on it.
So before I ever used Libri, I used Clean and Clear and Proactive through college, and then a little bit through adulthood. And I always had a pimple or something like that, a breakout, because of everything that happens throughout life and so forth. So I get really dry skin in the winter, and then I get really oily skin in the summer. And since I've been using Libri, it's definitely helped even out my skin tones, and then also not excessively dry or not excessively oily. So it just feel like it has a glow to it, and it's natural, and it feels great. So, and it's super soft. I know you're not supposed to touch your face all the time, but
we can't help it.
Yeah, you can't help it. So, and I used to have a lot of blackheads, and those are starting to diminish, especially with the skincare routine that I do now. So
awesome. So what is your skin routine right now? How's it going? What are you using?
So I use the deep pore cleanser. I use the deep pore freshener, yes.
Gotcha.
And then I'm like, yeah. And then yes, and then I use the moisturizer as well. I put a little water on, put it on. And then also for the, like actually during the day, because I can be outside all the time or I can be in and out, I put the oil-free moisturizer with the SPF 32 in it, just
Awesome.
for a little extra sun protection because I do have some sun damage from being out in the sun all the time. So
Gotcha. Because you
yeah.
work with cattle and you live kind of out in the country, right?
Yes, we do live out in the country. So from time to time, I'm outside a lot, either mowing the lawn or taking care of the animals or just a lot of other things. And my son does rodeo. And
Mhm.
the oil-free moisturizer is awesome because it doesn't just let the dirt stick to your face. So
Oh,
like
that's nice
at
to
the
know.
yeah, so if you're at the arena, when you apply it, you let it dry, and then it's not like a normal sunscreen. It just doesn't cake to
Yeah,
wherever it was put on. So it's
awesome.
actually super amazing. So
Oh, that's so cool. Well, I'm going to show you a little hack tonight. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that one because I'm going to show you a little hack tonight to use that with your makeup. So it's good to know that it doesn't like that the dirt kind of is repelled from caking into your pores as well. That's something new for me. I actually didn't know that. I know I love it. I wear it all the time. And just for
yes,
you guys that are watching, so you know, it actually is one of our sale items right now too. It's in the
yes,
double dipping sales that are going on right now. Is that all of our sunscreen, our sun care, entire sun care line. So if you have any questions about there, do you want to see our sun care line that's on sale right now? Drop a yes, I want to see the sun care in the comments. But so that's good to know. And I'm going to show you when we do our makeup here how to incorporate that in with your makeup because then it's like you got your sun care and you got your makeup and once again it's going to be so good out in the sun and whatever dirty job you're doing and your makeup holds up. I seriously like my makeup, I can put it on in the morning, do whatever during the day, work out in the yard, do stuff, and when I come in to do something like this I spritz on some the antioxidant mist, put some lipstick on, and I'm good to go. Like my makeup holds up all day. I've even done a test with the makeup where I went and I worked out really hard, like a full on workout. And I took pictures before and then did a live after. And I was just amazed at how well my makeup held up. So not a lot of having to touch up throughout the day and a great coverage, but yet totally feels like your skin. So let's get right to it. Let's talk about your skin, your makeup routine. I'm literally, you guys, I'm going to take exactly what she has on hand and we're going to use that to give her a makeover, but also then I'll throw in some tips and maybe if there's something that she could benefit from. And you can kind of do the same thing. If you are at home, figure out, like kind of play along, pretend like you're her. This is what I have. What do I need? So first of all, let's just start with the basics. Color matching, finding a foundation that works for you. Do you use the powder or the flawless finish?
I use a flawless finish.
Okay, awesome. So that's what we'll use. What is your color?
It's buff.
Okay, so you're using buff. So my color is flax. So finding your color is really important. Flax is my perfect color. So when you're trying to find out what your color is, you can get samples of like either light colors, medium colors, dark colors, and then from that you can kind of determine which is yours. Of course, if you live nearby either one of us, you can come over to our house or we can come to you and we can color match you and make sure we get the right color for you. And the way that we do that, we just take our blender sponge, which by the way, right now, I might talk about this a lot. Right now, this Flawless Finishes has a special thing going on where when you buy the Flawless Finish, you get the blender sponge for free, which is really cool. Because this is like a $9. It's a really nice, luxurious sponge. I love this thing. I think, oh, it's the Dollar Tree has those, but you know what? These are so much better and they last so much longer. So you get it wet. So I don't know if you know that you do that, you get it damp.
Yes, I do, but I don't have the blender sponge,
Oh, you
but
don't have
I
the blender.
really, really want one.
So there's a check. Okay, this is what she needs. We'll have a few of those as we go along because literally we're using what she has to do this. So she's going to get her blender sponge wet and then she's going to apply the foundation to that. Um, when you color match, you kind of color match. Some people like to color match here. I personally like to color match. I have found when I did my makeup classes, when I color match people here, I get all the tones in their skin, no matter like it kind of you get a lot of the combination of colors in your face right here. You have that under eye color, you have the cheek color, you get some of this color down here, all blended like right in here. So I like to color match right here. And when I start dabbing it on and it disappears, I know I got the right color. So let's go ahead and just apply your whole face. She's already washed her face, she's done that, and she's ready to just go ahead and apply her makeup. So as she's applying that, it just, as you see, she's just kind of suppling it in. She's not dragging or pulling. She's just gonna like blend that in really nicely, and you'll see it just kind of disappear, but it just, the way it feels is like just
It's
another level of
amazing.
moisturizer, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not cakey, it's not oily, it's not, clogging the pores. It literally feels like your skin. And it's so soft and it just blends right in. So as she does that, she's just going to kind of evens out her skin tone to get that perfect color. What's really awesome about that is you don't, once your skin is healthy, you're not feeling like you have to cover anything up anymore. Although if you need to cover up, it's definitely going to do that for you. It's layerable. You can just keep layering and layering as much as you need to and get as full coverage as you want. But for her skin's looking flawless. So she really just needs a nice thin layer to just, she's evening out the skin and just tones and just making it look even more flawless than it already is. It just kind of gives you that almost porcelain look. It's so beautiful. So that looks good. You definitely have a good color there with your buff. So now what we're going to do when I'm doing makeup and when you look at yourself in the mirror, first of all, we're not going to cover up your beauty. You are beautiful the way you are. So look at your face and you find shape to your face. Some people's faces are more square, some people have more of an oval shape, but what I see, and some people have more of a heart shaped and all of that, and round, you might have a round face. And you kind of can take what we're going to talk about tonight, you can use with any shape of face, because what I look at when I see your face is a heart. I mean, literally, you got the eyebrows, and now to the mouth. And we're going to make those features of your cheekbone. That's right. We're going to make your cheekbones pop. We're going to make your lips pop, your smile, your eyes. I mean, what do you recognize? Everybody sees something different when they look at somebody. What about you? Like, what is the first thing that you recognize when you look at somebody?
Usually their mouth or their cheekbones.
Oh, okay. So you kind of see this area here.
Yes.
I see eyes. Like I love making eyes pop because I don't know, to me it's like eyes are the window to the soul, like you really get to learn something. I love it. You know a lot about somebody if they can look you in the eye, what I mean? There's something to that. And so eye color always, for me, eye color has always been this really fascinating thing. Maybe it's because I have multi-tonal color to my eyes. So I was like seeing they're very hazel. One day they're like kind of yellowish, the other day they're kind of green, they can be kind of brown. So I can play around with that. So eye color is really important when you're coloring for the eyes as well. So I like to start with the eye area myself, but you can start in any area you want. Like for you, you're like, you see this area, you could start with the lips and you could go from there and kind of work your way up. But we're going to start with the eye. And then we will talk about the lips, but we have a lot of things to share with the lips. So we're going to say, best for last. We have some very
Right.
fun things to share at the end about the lips. So let's talk about the eyes real quick. So when you first are looking at what to do with your eye area, I always have you just like shut an eye and kind of look at the colors and the shape of the eye from your eyebrows and around. So like, do you have a long space between your lid and your brow? Is it like really thin? Or like how much room do we have to work with between your brow bone and your lid? That's one thing to think about. The other thing is your brows, do they come down? Do they go up and around? Like the shape of the brow is really, really important. And then also the color in your lid. Like we're going to really play with the color in your natural lid. If you go with the colors that are naturally in your lid, it's going to make your eye color pop. It's just so fun. So let's start with the brow because this is really going to shape around the eye a little bit. And you don't have your compact of the brow color compacts, right? So we're gonna, but we did have something we decided to show us what you have. So these are your eye colors that you have. And then for the brow, I'm gonna show everybody, I'm just gonna take your angle brush and we're just gonna try something here. Okay, so with the angle brush, you'll see it's got this, kind of show us that angle brush there. So it's got like an angle like that to it a little bit. So we're gonna try something fun here, Stephanie. Okay, I want you to take your black. She doesn't have the black brown. So we're gonna do with what she has, right? So we're gonna go with just the black liner, and we're gonna take that and just run your brush along it just a little bit like this. Okay, because you have black brown eyelashes. What I would recommend for you if you do the compact is this, but for tonight I'm just going to show a hack. Okay, this is the color I would recommend for you. This is our two-tone medium brown.
Okay.
The way you would use this, I'll show how to use this while I'm showing you how to do it as the hack we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to just take the top of that black there and just very lightly brush it like this. It's not going to be heavy, just like a nice little brush there. And then you're going to just take your brow and start in the corner of your brow here. And you're just going to trace along the bottom of your brow line, just really lightly. It's just going to go. And as you get to like that middle part where you would have a natural arch, just kind of pause there and then kind of bring it down. And just you don't have to go anywhere past your natural line. Yep.
I go down. Okay.
Yep. And then it just goes down, and you don't want to go past, like you're doing great. Just where your natural line is. If you hold your brush like this, you never want to go past, like if you hold your brush at your nose, the tip of your nose and out to the corner of your eye, you don't want the line that you end up with past that. You don't want it down here.
So I think I made it.
You did good. You did really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just kind of trace it. Now I want you to take it and so we just drew a line to just kind of angle it. And then I just want you to take that and go kind of brush that way and just brush your brow hairs up. Very good. Okay, now turn this way just a little bit. And then you can just kind of, you will take your compact there that you have a really light brown color in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take a little bit of that on the same angle part of your brush there, and then just kind of fill in any places that you feel like just fill in the middle places that maybe need a little touch. Perfect. Yeah, just like that. And that kind of lightened up that black, since we're doing black, we're doing black and then we're doing brown, to just kind of, that way it's not so like boom. But let's see, that looks pretty good. Yeah, look at that. So now you have, it's like, it just kind of makes your brow pop a little bit. See that?
Okay.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So we can do the other side. Like, look at that, you guys. Like, see how now you can see the difference in her brows now. Like, one is just a little bit more, it's just showing up a little bit more, and it has a little bit of shape to it. And that gave your eye some really awesome shape too.
It's hard to see through the
It's
camera.
okay. We can see it. Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. And then on the other side, same thing. Okay. So angle the brush when you do this other side, same thing. You want the wide part of the brush, like in the corner there. And you're just going to go along like that. Just kind of natural along the bottom of what your brow line already is. Gonna go up and then angle and then just come down to that point, but not too sharp down. You want to just kind of, because we're going to try to pick that one up a little bit. There we go. Good. Okay, now go back in and do that same thing where we're like lifting those hairs up this way and just kind of pulling them up. Very good. Okay, and then take that brown again, and we're just going to fill in and just shape with that brown color. So same thing, kind of start there in the corner, just kind of fill around on the top, kind of any areas that look a little like gappy. Let's brush up. Awesome, good. Yeah, you just gave yourself a little brow there. So right here in the middle there, just kind of pop that up just a little bit like that right there. Perfect. Yes. Nice. Okay, very good. So this is just your natural brow. We're not, you can always shape your brow with a little bit of, plucking or shaping, to have it a little bit more, but this is just taking your natural brow and just giving it a little pop. And already it's kind of made your eyes pop a little bit because it's putting some emphasis there. So can you guys all see that? Like actually in the comments, make sure you chat in the comments with us and we'll go back and we'll read your comments and we'll participate in answering back any questions you may have. Okay, so very good. Now, and like you said, anybody can do this, right? Have you ever done your brows
Yes.
before?
No.
Oh, the first time. I think you did a really good job. All right, so now let's take that color compact that you have. I would add a few more colors to this compact, which right now, too, is just so you guys know, these show us your compact. So her compact looks, she has 2 colors, I have 4. But that's okay. We're going to take what she has and we're going to make it work. I usually pick colors. I pick a couple dark colors and a couple light colors so that I have a good blend. So she has 2 more dark colors, but we're going to make them work. We're going to take that kind of plumish color that you have.
Okay.
And now if I'm just totally going color matching, like I would shut your eyelid and look at the colors that you have in your lid. I can't really see those very well through the screen, but I'm guessing from what I can see that it's more brown tones,
Yeah.
maybe gray tones. What colors do you naturally see in your lid?
My eye shakes a lot, but
It's okay.
I do believe like a more of a brown,
Do you see any?
like
I'm actually seeing a little bit of maybe mauve, pinky colors.
pink. Yeah.
Okay, so you could definitely go with, so if you have those shades, you could definitely pull off one of these. This is our color
Okay.
wheel. This one is the Sunset Glow. I think you could do really well with that.
Okay.
But we're gonna go with what you have, and we're gonna take, I want you to take that plum looking color that you have there, and we're gonna take that on the brush that you, I'm grabbed the wrong brush here. This is the one I'm looking for. Okay, so on this brush like you have there, she has our, can you show us your brush set there so everybody can see that? This is the brush set, the travel set, and she just pulled out the 2 that are missing are the ones that we've used so far. So she's got that one and it also comes with that brow one. So this brush set is awesome. And just so you know, when you have a party with us, you actually, if you have 8 orders in your party link, you get that brush set free. So that's just a fun fact. Okay, so with this one, you're just gonna dip in your compact, kind of, you know, just a little bit in the side, the flat part here. Just kind of dip a little bit in that darker, that plum color. And what we're gonna do with that one, we're gonna shape along your brow bone. So feel with your finger where your brow bone is. Okay, so go over into the corner here. So right under, like where you're, go underneath your brow, like when you lift your lid, like right under here. You see where, yes, yes, that area. So as you're pulling on that, you see that line that's being created right there?
Yeah.
You pull that. Okay, so right along your brow line, we're gonna put that darker color. We're gonna go like right there. Can you see where I'm doing it? So you just do right along your brow with that darker color that way, and then you're gonna turn your brush and you're gonna angle it down and put it like you're doing like a V. And this is the peak of your V is here. You're doing a little bit of that color this way and a little bit of it straight down. Yes, perfect. So you're just putting it like right there in the corner. Go ahead, be brave. A little bit more right on the top. We're gonna blend, so don't be alarmed. So go kind of a little bit like over in this area up here. Kind of pull that way. There you go. Perfect. There, you're brave now. That's good. Okay, and then we're just angling it down. Perfect. Just like that. Maybe a little bit higher even in the corner, like right up here. Just a little bit. Perfect. And you can kind of then just pull that down and just kind of keep pulling that down into the middle part of your eye a little bit. Awesome. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to take that other color that you have.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to take that one and we're just going to kind of fill in the middle section with that color. And as you're doing that, continue to pull down that plum color in with that brown color. And you'll just kind of go back and forth like that and then pull down. So from the middle, like start about the middle of your eye, kind of turn your brush to the flat side like this. And you're going to brush it this way. See this?
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect. We're going to fill that in like that. Awesome. Great.
I don't think I've ever wore that much eyeshadow.
This is fun.
Sorry.
Usually I'm the one applying like this, so this is like hard. It's fun for me. I'm like I want to be like this, but since we're on screen, I can't do it. So I'm like I'm really having to use my words, as my mom would teach me when I was young. Use your words.
Words.
Okay, so now take it and just kind of blend down a little bit more like that. Like take that color and just blend it down towards your, like you're going down towards your lash line. This way, the other way.
Oh,
Like
okay.
towards the mid, like towards your nose. There we go. See, I had to
There
get
we go.
the right word. Perfect. Okay, now this is awesome. Okay, so you had another compact there I saw earlier. It was the what was it? Was that the yes, that one.
Twilight glow.
Yes, yes. Okay, so we're gonna utilize that a little bit. See above the pink there, we have a really nice light color. I want you
Yeah.
to take that color there, dip in that one just like we did with the other one with the flat side like that. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, now this part, we're going to highlight and soften up all those edges because you can see like right now you have some edges going this way and this way, right? So we're going to take this down into the corner of your eye, like right down in here along your, like where your tear duct is. Shut your eye and we're going to just lift up from there like that. Perfect. And then as you do that, kind of right along your nose, we're going to start here like along your nose and we're going to go up towards your brow and then right along your brow line. And we'll just soften up the edges of that. Perfect. Awesome. Just like that. Ta-da. Very good. And then you can kind of take that and then just kind of go in between and just kind of get a little bit, you know, fun with your brush there with the flat side like this. So see how you're doing, you're kind of brushing this way, turn it this way,
Yeah.
and go like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, technique.
Yeah,
It's very
technique.
important.
It's so cool. So yeah, this is, think about the amount of color that would go on your lid if you're going at an angle like this or like this. So you want it going this way, you know, like kind of give it a good little blend. That's the blending fun, you know, blending those colors together. But that looks really good. You did great. So you don't have to, you know, yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now can we do the other side? So same thing, we're gonna just take the corner with that plum color, right? And we're gonna go along your, now this one here, do too, okay, so angle on the brush. With this one, you are going kind of the way you were before with it being at this angle. Because you're kind of tracing a line across your brow line and then down. So you're creating that V. So that's okay to do it that way on that one. And then when you go to blend it towards the center, then you turn the brush. Perfect. Then you turn the brush and brush it in like this.
Okay. So if I can do this, I think anybody can probably do this with your help.
So now turn the brush this way, like you're going flat, like you're going across, like this. Sorry, I'm trying to get it so you
Okay.
can see it.
Yep.
So now you're going in from like that, brushing it in that way. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, now take that brown color and we'll fill, or did you already do the brown color?
Yep.
Okay,
I got the
good. You're
brown.
already doing that. That's okay. Great. That's perfect. We'll just go ahead and fill that in. Awesome. And then we'll take that light color again. And once again, we'll just go in the corner with the lightest color at the very corner of your eye and just kind of go up towards your brow and then just blend all that together.
It's all backwards.
Yeah. So I usually use the same hand. I'm right-handed, so I do the same. I go this way with this hand. I never switch hands. I could never do that. Are you ambidextrous?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, looks great. I love that color combination on you, actually. I love the way the light kind of, the two tones that you picked are actually good for your eye color and for your lids. So I would just, you know, if I were, I would get a light color to go along with your dark colors. Another combination that would be really good for you is this one. No, not that one. Sorry, let me grab. This would be great. This is the browns. This is all the browns. I mean, that would be really pretty. You could do the dark and then blending those light. This is golden. Um, this is cream glow. And that would
Okay.
be really pretty with you too. Like the cream glow, that would give you a little shimmer at the end. You just put a little of that. So I'm actually going to steal your compact. We're like I said, we're making do with what we have. We're going to take another one of our sale items that you have. You have a golden color here. Yeah. So that's something you could take and just, I'm going to have you do this with it. Just tap your finger in it,
Which one?
your middle finger or your first finger. It doesn't matter. I usually use my middle finger on that one. That one's good. And you're just going to take it and just lightly right along, like right here. See where I have this shimmer right here? Just kind of tap
Yeah.
it right there, right? And then like right above your pupil would be. And just kind of along your lash line just a little bit. More towards the center. I mean, more towards the nose than towards the,
Like right here.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then just kind of go up with it. Nice. Yeah. And that just gives a little bit of, a little oomph, little shimmer. Cool. You can just kind of move that up your eye if you want to. Um, so if I was doing that in this palette, for those of you that are watching, if like this one has that shimmer right there already in it. And then my, like this compact here, it already has that shimmer color, and that's what I do with it. You just tap in the shimmer and then just kind of tap it on your lid. It just gives it another little, can have a little glam. Okay, so that even by itself, I mean, just added a nice little touch to your skin. I mean, it just made your eyes pop. And so now let's take that liner. You take your black brown liner, or your black, you have the black liner. You don't even
Yes.
really like, you don't need it, but if you use it, I'm just going to show people how to do it. Okay, so there's two things that you can do. I'm going to show you, I'm going to have you do one on one eye and one on the other, and you can kind of decide what you like. One thing you can do with it is just take your angle brush that we just had for your brows, and you can either dip it in your color, that the brown color that you used, and you can just darken the corners like right here and give it a little smoky eye. Or you can take your liner like this and do the same thing with it. Just kind of go in the liner and put it on that way at that angle. That's one way. That's like a super easy, just simple, quick, if you're not wanting to go too over the top. And then you just brush it, like shut your eye and just brush it right in the corner along your lash line, like just right above your lashes. Just kind of go in with it, with the pointed side on the corner of your eye. Yeah.
Right here.
Yep. You start there and just kind of work, just go in.
Oh, in.
Yeah, in. Like you're going in. Yeah,
So I
like
need to my
that
brush the
angle.
other way.
Perfect. That angle. Yeah, just like that. So that's one thing. You can just kind of darken the lash line like that. If you wanted to, you could get away with just doing that. But let's go ahead and be brave. And we're going to see there, see, it just added a little bit of color on the edge of your eye and nothing too over the top. So that would be a very simple, just little pop on the corner. But let's take that black liner on the other eye. We're going to give this a shot here. Make lining easy. So if you're creating a glamorous wing, we would go like this and see where you have that natural crease right in the corner of your eye there. You would then you mark that spot and then shut your eye and then draw down from there. We're not going to go that extreme. I'm going to let you just go in from the corner of your eyelid, like right here in the corner. And we're just going to draw a little line right to about the center of your eye, about your pupil. Okay. So start here. And then you're just going to very gently right under your waterline. Yep. Go right, lash line just goes right to the center of your eye with that. Just very lightly.
I have really wrinkly eyelids.
You're doing fine. That's good. That's why I actually go in instead of out, because mine do the same thing. They want to like kind of drag. Okay, so then just go back with it. You're okay. It's all good. Now just go underneath to smooth it out, go underneath your lash line and just go out with it a little bit. Kind of go like you're drawing one way and then the other. Now take your take that angle brush and
Oh,
just smooth it out. Yeah, the one that we did our,
gotta find it. There we
yeah,
go.
there. So
Okay.
take that one at that same, and we're just gonna go along like that and just smooth that out. So angle it that way. Yep, perfect, just like that. There you go. And
Okay,
that
that
just,
looks a lot better.
yeah, that just smooths it out. It gives you a little smoky in the corner. That's it. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Now just take it and just smooth out just that part right there in the middle, just a little bit. Good. Nice. Okay, you can do that on the other side too. We'll just even that out. Looks good. So same thing, just start in the corner and just go along your lash line to about the middle of your pupil. So, and then when you're done, just take that and smoke it up a little bit with your, it's okay if you make a little blooper mess. You just take that brush and just smooth it out and make it a little bit smoky. So fun. Your screen's kind of
Oh
frozen.
my gosh, I can't see so well.
Well, your screen kind of froze. So while your screen's
Yeah.
froze, I'm actually going to check the comments real quick. It says my internet's kind of unstable too. Hopefully it straightens up here. All right, let's see here. Okay, just checking in the comments for y'all. There we go. Yeah, definitely. If you're catching us live, go ahead and pop in and participate. So tell us your favorite makeup tips. So for those of you that are watching, yeah, looks good. For those of you watching, pop in and share with us one of your favorite makeup tips. Maybe you have a favorite eye palette, or maybe you have a favorite blush or something like that. Tell us what your favorites are, okay? All right, looks good. So you have mascara? We'll go ahead and use that. You have the
Yes,
lash building
that's
mascara.
something I actually use.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. This really cool thing about go ahead
Yes,
and
I
apply
have
the
the lash.
mascara and then we'll get to the contouring.
Okay.
So with the mascara, this is a really cool mascara brush. You can angle it, you can pick up the lashes this way, and then you just like go in and fill them up. And this is a lash building mascara, so you can literally go in and build it as much as you want to, make it as dramatic as or as less dramatic as you want. So if you've used mascara, like drop it in the comments. Let us
This
know.
is actually my favorite mascara.
It's your favorite mascara. What do you like about it?
Yes.
Are you hearing me okay?
Well, it just helps build the lashes. Yeah, you're kind of in and out, but it's okay.
Okay, hopefully
It just helps really build the lashes. And once it dries, it does a really good job of just like being there and like holding the shape.
Yeah, I do. I don't really even curl my lashes anymore. I used to always curl my lashes and I don't really anymore. I just let it like do its thing. So yeah, that looks really good. So we're not going like full glam. This is just, we're just giving her a very natural look with the makeup that she's already got on hand. And of course she has beautiful eyes and a beautiful face structure. She could go as glam as she wanted to, but she's a cowgirl, so we're gonna stick with the natural look. That's why I didn't give her a wing. Although with her eyes, she wouldn't really need, it wouldn't be necessary for you to do a wing. You have kind of the hooded eyes and that looks really good. The screen froze with your smile and it was just so cool. All right, looks so pretty. Oh my word, this is so fun. Okay, so now let's talk about the rest of the face. We've got the eyes structure there. So let's take your, I always do the, your concealer after you do your eyes because it like, sometimes you might get some of the eye color drip down and things like that. So this like smooths that out. It also really helps with the shaping of your eyes too. So I'm going to show you a really cool concealer, most people just think it's just to cover up things, but it's also part of our contouring tips. So I'm going to just have you put the concealer like this along your eye. Can you see me okay? Your screen is really freezing. I hope this stops doing that. Can you see me? Can hear me?
So is yours. So
Oh,
let's see. There it is.
I'm hoping
Well,
that's
did
glitching.
it again.
Ah, I hope that stops. Okay, so with this one, you're just gonna go along your eye on the corner here, like just dot, 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 and then maybe come, dot, dot, dot around the side of your nose. That's it. And then anywhere else you feel like maybe do just a little bit. Sometimes I do it on the tip of my nose, kind of up, just wherever else you may want to have a little bit of, like if you have some damage or anything like that. Perfect. Anywhere else you just need a little extra. Then take your blender sponge and just kind of supple that areas and with the eye area, what you want to do is just kind of pull outward, just gently in this direction. So you're just going to kind of go out, 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 and down, like just like that. And what this does is it's highlighting you put the light colors in the mountain peaks and you do the darker colors in the valleys. So I'll show you. So this is not only doing a nice finished lip to your makeup, but it's also giving you did a little contour just now and you didn't think you could do contour. Okay, so what that does is it kind of defines your cheekbones. It give you a little height on your eyes and it helps with dark circles when you do that. The other thing, so I'm going to actually demonstrate the contour palette because you don't have that one, but one thing you can do is do you have this brush? I didn't ask about this one. Awesome. Okay, so you can take that golden color that you had there and you can do this along with me with that golden color. So I take with the contour palette, somebody actually asked me if I would demonstrate this tonight. So I'm doing that. This is our highlight contour. I take the darker color with this end of the brush and just tap it in it like that. And then at this angle, just that matches your cheekbone as well, you're gonna go along. So this is the hollow part. So if you feel your cheekbone along here, you'll feel a hollow part. Also, if you go like this, you'll see it. Okay, so we put that right in that hollow spot right there. So we just brush it like that. I actually like doing it that angle. Yeah, the other angle, like not this way, but like at an angle like this. So the brush is matching. Flip it around the other way. Flip it that way. Yes, perfect. Okay, and then you're just gonna go up, like just go up like that. Right? Yeah, perfect. Yep. And then you do that on both sides. Yeah. And then same thing right back here. You just right towards that, just in that hollow spot right there. Just kind of back and up. Yep.
I can't see.
Perfect.
So.
No, you're good. You're good. You're doing it right in the right spot there. That's good. And then I just take whatever remaining on my brush and I do it right along my hairline. And when I get to my forehead, maybe even just a little bit more into my forehead, like here, right in my forehead and all along my hairline. And what that does is it actually gives you, it's almost like a facelift a little bit. It gives you that lift right along your cheekbone, really makes your cheekbones stand out.
Yeah, very much
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. It's like, woo, nice.
It's like, wow.
Yeah. It makes you look like you actually put some makeup on, but you can blend that as much as you want. Just if you feel like it's too dark, you just like blend it a little bit more. But getting that color right there is just awesome. What I do with the excess, like at the hairline, and then you can take a little of it and just go like right along that dark line right there on your right here. So you're doing it in the shadows. Wherever you would naturally have shadows, you're just intensifying those shadows a little bit. So you're literally following the line of your face. Your face is a map and you just follow that map. So the dark goes there. And then the lighter part of the contour, if you have the lighter part, I'm just going to demo it. You would do it on the top. So the lighter part would go on the top. Sometimes I do it like right up in here, maybe right down the middle of the nose, maybe right here. And the darker one as well can go along not with that color that you have, but if you use this one, you can just kind of go like right along your nose like that, and then do that lighter just a little bit along the top. And it's simple thing, but it just adds a little bit of like, it just intensifies your natural beauty and shape, which is the whole thing about makeup for me when I'm doing makeovers, is all about just naturally enhancing the beauty that God already gave you. So it's not about adding something more or extra. It's just about making pop with the beauty that's already there. And that looks so amazing. You look so good. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do a little bit of blush. So you might be like, okay, I already put stuff on my cheeks. So with the blush, I'm going to have you have the cream blush. That's awesome. And I actually have the powder blush. So the powder brush blush right now is on sale for $10, you guys. Also, this compact for the eyebrow is $10. This is $10. And this compact, you get to choose colors, $8 a piece, and you get the compact for free.
For free. Yeah.
So you pick four, $8 a piece, and then you get the free compact. So that's really cool. And then of course with the makeup, we get the free blender sponge. So let's talk about the blush though. So we're gonna, with that one, you're going to just put a little dot of it for the, if you're younger, you put it kind of like when you smile, you put it like right here. As you get older, you kind of just lift it a little bit further up to like right here, like right on the top of your cheekbone, like right here. So with that one, you're just going to do like a little circle of it right there, right on your, yeah, perfect. You just do a little dot, little circle, maybe a little line going that way. And then you're just going to take your finger and just blend it in right there. Make it a little upward. Yeah. Perfect. Nice. And if you're doing the blush, same thing with the powder, same thing. You just put it like right there and just kind of go an upward stroke, like right on your cheekbone, or like right on this spot right here. Like that. Very good. Yeah, nice. So just blend that really good. Now you can actually take the brush, if you feel like you get too much or anything, you can kind of, blend it with the brush as well. Just kind of an upward stroke there. Just make it to where whatever feels comfortable for you and like your level of glam. But this is very natural. We're not like, none of this is over the top. This is just this is really good. All right, let's go have some fun with the lips before we close out. We've been on live for quite a while now, but I hope everybody's enjoying this and gets a lot from this. And anybody that has friends coming into LeBri Celebration, tag them in if it's something that you think they might be interested in getting a little makeup tips and maybe getting a color look for themselves. Everybody can benefit from this as far as doing it for you. Like just take the same tips that we're sharing, that I'm sharing for Tiffany, and do it for you. Make it work for you. All right, so with the lips, you have 3 things that are super fun.
Yes, I have the LeBri Lip Rescue, which is amazing. And then I have the lip glaze. And then if you need a lip exfoliator, I have the lip exfoliator.
So cool. So let's start with the lip exfoliator. Show us how that works.
So what you do is it has the pumice on it. So what you'll have to do is just make sure you work it in, and you just keep working. And it's like an exfoliator to get rid of all those dead skin cells. And it feels rough, but it's amazing once you get it off.
Okay. So then you just rinse it off with a wet washcloth.
That's how I use it. So yes. Hang on.
Okay. So while she's gonna rinse that off. My internet is going crazy again. I hope it clears up. So she's just rinsed it off with water. Now this is also one of my favorites. So the night lip rescue, you guys, I use this all the time. I don't just use it at night. Like I don't wear lip balm anymore. Like this is my go-to. And some people are like, wow, that's kind of expensive lip balm. I'm like, no, it's not. I have so many of these all over my house. And I just use it and I don't have to wear lip balm anymore. Like, and it lasts so much longer. So after she's done the exfoliating, get rid of the dead skin off her lips, then she's gonna just put the exfoliator or the mask on. And then let's just top this look off with a little bit of that glaze. Now, if I was using a lipstick, you can do you can layer colors and all kinds of things. But for tonight, with the colors that we use, you definitely go with that. Like, is it peach? Yeah.
Yes, it's the peach shimmer.
Although definitely wisteria is a good color for your lips.
Oh, really?
Is that wisteria or is that the?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, after we did that, I'm gonna go with let's go with that one. I was totally going with the peach, but I want you to try that one. Because after you did this,
it's not open.
Oh, you're like, I don't want to open it.
Yeah.
Well, after you did the exfoliant, your lip color changed. It looks so different. And so that's why I say that, because you want to kind of go with a color that's natural with your lips. And your lips like totally were screaming at me wisteria.
You want me to put it on?
It's up to you. If you don't want to open it, that's totally fine. Once you open it, you may not stop using it though. Now with this one, be careful when you're opening it because these come out so fast. Yeah. A little bit goes a long way. So just a very tiny little squeeze and it goes a long ways. So go ahead, let's top off this.
It's like,
yeah, it really
you make sure it's not upside down.
No, it like totally shoots.
If it's upside down, it can roll.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah. That's fine. So just always the fun thing about makeup is just blend, 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 blend. If we overdo, we just blend, blend, blend. Yeah, I think that color's really pretty on you.
As I made a mess because I did it. I squeezed a little too hard.
Yeah, just massage that in and we're good. I wish we would have taken a before screenshot of you before we started. And then we would have this nice before and after. You look fabulous. How's it feel?
Thank you. Feels good.
Feels good?
I really feel like this is natural. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
It's not over. You don't feel overdone?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No.
I think it looks beautiful. I think it looks really good.
I think
that peach color looks great on you, and so does the wisteria. I just had to try it after we put that scrub. It just like, see how it just naturally, you guys, it looked just like her lip color. It just enhanced her lip color that was already showing up there. So yeah, I think the whole look, we took your natural tones and your shape and all the things, and we just highlighted the beauty that's already there, and it's popping. You look great.
Awesome. I didn't fail, maybe.
Absolutely not. There's no such thing. We just learned, right? As we
yes. I learned a lot.
That's awesome. So what was your favorite tip? What did you feel like you could incorporate?
The eyeshadow, because normally when I put eyeshadow on, I just put it on my lid and it becomes into my eyelid. And it just is gone. So definitely the eyeshadow for sure.
It like really made your eyes pop.
Yeah, it did. And I'll have to practice the brows more, but I think the brows are pretty neat too. So I'm intrigued.
Yeah. So I would just take, you might just do a little shaping in your brow area to create that nice little arch right here. But then when you do that fill, and it's just, I hardly have any brows, but I'm so thankful for it. I don't do the flossing. I haven't done the tattoo because my eyebrows are almost non-existent. But what I showed you to do is all I do. And I have an eyebrow again. And it feels really good to have an eyebrow again. I have to wash it off every night, put it back on, but
That's okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so good. Well, take a fun little selfie and share it with us, and and maybe,
Okay.
actually, if you would do a LeBry celebration a favor, like take a fun little selfie screenshot and maybe post it and with a list of the colors that we did use and maybe the colors that I recommended to, or maybe
Okay.
the contour palette and things like that. That would be helpful for everybody because I know the next thing is everybody's going to say, what color did you do this? And what color did we do that? And so that would be super helpful.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
sure can.
Thank you
That
so
was fun.
much. We're going to stop off the live right now. But if you guys have any questions, or you want a makeover in person with one of us, like let's talk, or just a facial. But definitely, ask us questions. We love to help. Check out our sales. The sales are awesome. From now until the end of the May is when all the makeup stuff is on sale. So don't miss out on that. Like we were saying, so we have the 4 colors for the brows for $8 a piece. You get the compact free. That's super great. That ends in May, and you guys just FYI, that may only be for a while. I mean, these, yeah, just saying. You might, if you want one of these, you want to get it. These are $10 right now, the blush, and I'm telling you what, these last forever. I've had the same ones I think I had when I first started. They last for a long time. A little bit goes a long way, just like with the skincare. And then of course that our Flawless Finish foundation, you get that free blender sponge. So everyone have a wonderful night. Thank you for participating and watching tonight. Everybody that comments and participates in the chat, you will be entered in a drawing, and I can't wait to see what you win and who wins. All right, everyone, have a good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Okay, we are ending the recording too. Okay. Well, maybe. Hold on.